Imagine living in a place so small that everyone knows everyone's name. A town where people rarely lock their doors, where Friday night football is the biggest event of the week, and gossip travels faster than the morning paper. Now imagine waking up one morning to find that your quiet, peaceful little town has become the stage for a brutal murder. No witnesses, no suspects, no obvious motive. Just a single, horrifying crime scene that left more questions than answers.
But what nobody knew then was that this very town, with its few hundred people, its diner coffee and church bells, was about to pull together in a way no one expected, and solve a case so tangled, so baffling, that it could have stumped even the best city detectives. This is the story of how a small town cracked open a huge murder mystery. The town of Millstone Ridge, quiet, unassuming, tucked between rolling hills and farmland. Population 3,200. Life moved slowly, and crime usually meant nothing more serious than a teenager caught speeding or a cow wandering onto the wrong property. But all of that changed on a chilly autumn morning in 1998. At precisely 6:15 a.m., a jogger stumbled onto something that would forever alter the town's history. On the edge of Maple Creek, partially hidden under the branches of a fallen tree, lay the lifeless body of Evelyn Hart, a 34-year-old schoolteacher. Evelyn was well known in Millstone Ridge. She taught third grade at the local elementary school, volunteered at the library on weekends, and sang in the church choir. She wasn't the kind of person who had enemies. She was the kind of person people described as too good for this world, which made her sudden and violent death all the more shocking. When the local sheriff's deputies arrived, they immediately realized this was no accident. Evelyn's body bore clear signs of foul play. Her wrists bound with rough rope, her clothing torn, and bruises across her arms that suggested a violent struggle. But the strangest detail wasn't Evelyn herself. It was what was missing. Her car was nowhere to be found. Her purse was gone, and there were no footprints, no tire marks, no obvious trail leading away from the creek. It was as if she had been dropped there from the sky. The small-town sheriff, Daniel Harker, was not used to handling homicides, let alone one this complicated. He immediately called in the state investigators. But even they were left puzzled. There was no sign of robbery, no evidence of a break-in at Evelyn's home, no reports of suspicious strangers in town. For weeks, the investigation dragged with no progress, and rumors spread like wildfire. Was it someone passing through town? A drifter? A random act of violence? Or was the killer someone closer to home? The murder of Evelyn Hart shattered Millstone Ridge. For the first time, people started locking their doors. Parents kept their children inside after dark. The diner that had always buzzed with laughter and gossip now buzzed with hushed conversations, suspicion hanging in the air. And then came the whispers. She must have known her killer, some said. Maybe it was an old flame, maybe someone from school. Others pointed to the quiet, reclusive man who lived on the edge of town, the one people always described as odd. But gossip wasn't evidence.